Pradeep Sharma has called in from Gurgaon. How can we help you, Pradeep?
Yeah, hi, Pradeep Sharma this side. So I have booked one property in RG Luxury Homes in 2012.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the delivery was around in September 2015. So last 1 year there is no work on site and people had paid around 95% of the money. So I just want to know, do I need to hold on this project or do I need to sell out and seek some other location? Maybe in Noida or in Greater Noida.
You know, Pradeep, this is the reason why we precisely and incidentally all the questions that we've dealt with till now from the beginning of the show have been NCR questions, and we've constantly been telling people opt for something that is nearing possession because of the delays in the market. What should Pradeep do now? Should he hold or should he cut his losses and just exit?
Well, I can empathize with that situation. It's a no-win kind of a situation as of now, but there are different actions possible. So first of all, let me cover a little bit about what the property is, what prices have been. So the prices he's right, prices have been stagnant around 3,250, 3,300 rupees a square foot or so for a while. But remember, what you get seen as these prices is the base price. On top of this, I'm not speaking of this project, but in general also, there are things like Floor PLC, there are things like View PLC, which keep adding on, which are not visible, and that's where the reselling becomes a little difficult proposition. So it is now reported to be getting completed next year, but it's anybody's guess whether it will happen or it will get further delay. So really don't want to take you there. My suggestion to you is this: if you can find a buyer at whatever optimal price that you can get, then sell it away. However, my guess also is it may be very difficult to get a buyer at this point in time for this specific property that you have. The other action, which is also slightly twisted and difficult, is speak to the developer and try and surrender it back. If you can actually do that, it might take a bit of work and bit of effort to get them convinced to take it back, because in many cases they don't want to take it either because of lack of cash or various other reasons. But if you can persuade them, that would be probably a better option than trying to find a buyer in the market.
But Arvind, what is the track record of this particular developer, RG Luxury Homes? Like he said, a lot of people are stuck in this project. It's been 1 year, there's no work. So what is the delivery record of this particular developer?
Well, they don't have a very long history, Kavita, first of all. They've been around for about 6-7 years or so. They've had about 4 or 5 projects in the market. So there is no long history to sort of evaluate or assess. However, there is nothing undue or unfavorable as well, or any bad record to say that they've repeatedly done anything wrong. It is probably the condition of the market and various other forces that have led them into this situation, like many others have been in that situation. However, from the buyer's or the owner's perspective, that is irrelevant. For him, what matters is his money is stuck, it's not growing, and in fact, the project is also not going ahead, which is very different.
Pradeep, what you can do is this: first, try and speak to the developer himself. Find out what is the situation, what is the status of the project. If they do not respond to you, first you try talking to them, try writing to them. If they do not respond to you, send them a legal notice, try and find out what is going on. Chances are they might just turn around and respond. A lot of developers do respond to legal notices.
Try and surrender
it back. If nothing else works, then approach them, tell them that you want to sell it back to them, or try and find if you have a buyer, then you're probably one of the lucky ones in the market. If you do have a buyer who's interested in taking the property off your hands, then just sell and exit.
And a final course of action, if you're really getting into that confrontation situation of a legal action or something, just a step before that is, you could reach out to the industry body, which I always try and put forth in these programs. Try and reach out to the industry body like CREDAI. You could tweet to them, you could write an email to them. Probably Kavita could help you with the email address or things like that.
We can definitely do that.
Yeah. And try and reach out to industry bodies, seek their help, and they are very active these days. So that's probably one line of action before you actually landed into a legal lawsuit.
And what you could also do is, before going there alone, you could probably go approach the developer as a group. You might find that he's more open to speaking to you all as a group if all the buyers approach together rather than you going over there singly, right?
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.